Finally, after the delayed launch and final touches have been added and perfected, today, April 24th, 1990, the Hubble telescope has been launched into orbit aboard the Discovery space shuttle. If the launch goes as planned, the telescope will be a vital research tool for NASA.
Good evening and welcome back. Today, the Central Committee of the Soviet Communist Party relinquished their monopoly of power in Russia.
Breaking news! Nelson Mandela has been freed from jail after 27 years after he was accused for a crime he didn't commit. He was found guilty of committing sabotage against South Africa's apartheid government and originally sentenced to life.
Today, Iraq invaded the region of Kuwait. This will likely begin U.S. involvement in the Gulf War. Today was the 1990 Senate elections. 1/3 of the seats were up for grabs. The Democrats increased their majority with a net gain of 1 seat from the Republicans. Democrat Paul Wellstone defeated incumbent Rudy Boschwitz.
Andrew, listen to me right now. Put this on the line monitor, title Breaking News. The Soviet Union has collapsed. And yeah, you heard me right.
Michael Jordan came out about having AIDS and retired from the Lakers. Now he is advocating for people to get tested and for better education about the disease.
This just in response to Iraq's invasion and annexation of Kuwait,
The world's 5th largest oil reserve.
President George H.W. Bush has commanded the United States military to enact Operation Desert Storm.
Breaking news. The Gulf War has ended 1 day after Iraq withdrew from Kuwait.
My fellow Americans, it is with great honor that I announce the official end to the Cold War.
Bill Clinton announces his intention to run for president in the 1992 election. Russia is a new nation, and Boris Yeltsin announced they will stop targeting the U.S. with nuclear weapons.
Bill Clinton won the 1992 election.
Breaking news. Today, the FDA approved the first genetically modified organism for sale in national grocery stores. The Flavor Saver tomato is reported to have a longer shelf life because of the delayed ripening due to the discovery and use of genetically modified components.
A truck bomb went off below the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City.
Yes.
The Rwandan genocide is ravaging the populations of Rwanda. However, the United States and the United Nations have yet to intervene on this unfortunate conflict between the Hutus and the Tutsis.
Today, the North American Free Trade Agreement went into effect, allowing free trade between the United States, Mexico, and Canada.
We're here with a big fan of the Spice Girls. What did you think of the debut album, Spice?
I loved it!
Well, in less than a year, it sold more than 31 million copies worldwide, making it the best-selling album by a female group in history. They're surely headed for the stars.
Hello, today we're here with Pierre Omidyar, creator of eBay, which opened its doors yesterday, September 3rd.
Frontrunner for the Olympics, Nancy Kerrigan was struck on her right knee by an unidentified man, ruining her chances of winning the gold for the U.S. in figure skating.
Today, Bill Clinton signed the assault weapons ban, which bans civilian use of assault weapons for the next 10 years. The ban will expire on September 13th, 2004. Today, the Republicans gained control of the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Nelson Mandela has been elected president of South Africa.
The 1994 World Series is canceled because the players cannot come to salary agreements with the owners.
The O.J. Simpson trial has concluded with the verdict that O.J. Simpson is not guilty of double murder of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Gould.
2 American terrorists, Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols, have bombed the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City from a rented Ryder truck.
Today, the World Trade Organization was created to facilitate international commerce.
Breaking news. Dolly the sheep, the first successfully cloned mammal, has been born. Dolly, cloned from an existing adult cell, was named after singer-songwriter Dolly Parton.
Bill Clinton has defeated Republican candidate Bob Dole and independent candidate Ross Perot in the 1996 presidential election. Back to you, Jennifer.
The Centennial Olympic Park in Atlanta, Georgia, has been bombed by terrorists.
Today, July 4th, 1997, in Pasadena, California, the Pathfinder sends back first panoramic color images of Mars. The first views of the planet from Pathfinder displaying the rocky Martian floor were released by NASA around 9:35 p.m., less than 9 hours after the spacecraft made a landing that one NASA scientist described as way beyond our expectations.
Today, former Arkansas State employee Paula Jones accused President Clinton of sexual harassment. President Clinton has been accused of having a sexual relationship with 22-year-old White House intern Monica Lewinsky. Bill Clinton has been impeached by the House of Representatives on 2 charges: perjury and obstruction of justice. President Clinton has been acquitted of his impeachment charges by the Senate.
The beloved Princess Diana of Wales has died from a car accident in Paris. The Panama Canal, a man-made waterway connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, has been turned to Panama to control.
Stephen Hawking was awarded the Andrew Germont Award by the American Institute of Physics for his substantial cultural, artistic, and humanistic contributions to physics.
The euro has become the new European currency.